Okay, and so I had so much inspiration throughout the month of August. I think that Lionsgate portal just poured through some serious potency, creative potential through me. And I was trying to create songs that were going to express the feelings, the deep experiences I was having in the garden, with the garden, from the garden, about the garden, and Eve, and my connection deep with that blueprint and that awareness. It generated about 29 songs when all was said and done. And I love them all. There are too many to share in a video like this, but I created an album 1, an album 2, and an album 3 for your listening enjoyment through the month of September as we're journeying and surfing all these waves of energy. And we are invited to either empower reactivity, basically, in that timeline, or creativity in the garden's timeline. These songs will help to empower you, support you, honor you, remind you that it's safe to be you, remind you that we are the garden seeds returning, right? And we are the garden seeds returning to freedom and sovereignty, and we have wings to fly. There's a lot of messages in here. So I basically took all 3 of the albums that I will share with you throughout the month of September on my Substack and also Color the Magic on YouTube and then the various other platforms that I post my messages on. I created a compilation video of the 15 most favorite songs that I have of all of them. And so here we are. We're going to start with Season of Remembrance. That's the theme of September, and that's what we will begin with. So let's have a listen to the soul song number 1, Season of Remembrance.
Beneath the heavens, vast and wide, courageous souls, we won't divide. Sons and daughters of Adam's seed, roots of hope in every deed. Truth is whispering. Can you hear through the chaos, crystal clear? Truth is rising, rising high through the storm, beneath the sky. God's grand creation is resetting. We are here, no more forgetting. Footsteps echo on sacred ground. In the silence, His love is found. Mountains bowed and rivers weave the breath of life we still believe. Through the ashes, light will glow. The season calls, it's time to know. Truth is rising.
Beautiful song, Season of Remembrance. It's the theme song of September. And I love the chorus. Truth is rising, rising high through the storm, beneath the sky. God's grand creation is resetting. We are here, no more forgetting. We are here to remember. And remembering is allowing in absolute truth. And that is what is rising, and that is what is resetting. This grand illusion to the truth of God's true divine Garden of Eden. So listen to that song and really feel these frequencies. This isn't just music. I'm seeding the beginnings of music that empowers on another octave. Sound heals, sound can liberate, sound can also be destructive, right? But if you resonate with these messages, they're soul songs. These are sounds that are speaking to the soul in you, the garden essence in you that remembers, that has always been safe, that has always been whole, that has always been one with God. Okay, the next song is Rise and Shine.
In the dust of the dawn, we rise with dreams that burn like open skies. Every step a spark, a fire, a start. We're the makers, the shapers, the art. Do you feel it? The pulse inside. Do you see? Gardens of forgotten grace, we remember gifts we can't replace. Divinity blooms in every hand. Freedom whispers, take your stand. No chains can hold the stars we bear. No walls can block the open air. Creativity's calling loud and clear. The time is now, the time is here. Rise and shine. It's our time. Let the colors of our souls combine. We're the creators, the dreamers, the spark, turning shadows into arcs of light. Rise and shine. Oh, rise and shine. Rise and shine.
Doesn't that get all your creative life force flowing? Rise and shine. I love a lot of these lyrics, but especially these. Do you feel it? The pulse inside. Do you see it? The glow we hide. Rise and shine. It's our time. Let the colors of our souls combine. We're the creators, the dreamers, the spark, turning shadows into arcs of light. Rise and shine. That's a good one to put on any day, anytime. If you're feeling low, I think it can lift you up. If you're already pretty high, it's a great empowering song to dance or, to just let yourself go with the flow of your creative life force and your creative energy. Awesome. Love that one. The next song is The Great Awakening. Let's have a listen.
The veil is thin, the shadows quake. The world is shifting, wide awake. Illusions crumble, dust to air. Truth is rising everywhere. Do you feel the earth is calling? Do you hear the silence falling? The great awakening is here. Stand in courage, face your fear. Faith is strong and hearts ignite. Heroes rise into the light. We came for this, our time has come. Divine, creative, all as one. The stars remember who we are. Our spirits blazing like a star. Do you feel the winds are turning? Do you feel your fire burning? The great awakening is here. Stand in courage, face your fear. Faith is some and hearts ignite. Heroes rise into the
Wow, you guys, when I listen to that song, we are living history right now. Us, the garden seeds, right? We are witnessing history. We are living history. We are making history. But history in the true sense, there will be so many souls for centuries to come that speak about this time. And we are here making songs about it, right? We are here singing these songs together. So I love this chorus. The great awakening is here. Stand in courage, face your fear. Faith is summoned, hearts ignite, heroes rise into the light. That's us, right? That's us. Okay, the next song is powerful song, The Garden We Left Behind. So we have to honor the memories that we've been carrying or the memories of stories we've been told that make us feel that we left the garden behind or that the garden left us, right? But as that energy emerges and the sadness or the tears or the regret or whatever it is we each experience as souls for the fall from grace, it actually reminds us to remember. So in a way, this song, The Garden We Left Behind, is actually summoning that season of remembrance of we're going to listen to the song about leaving the garden behind and what we've been living with in this dimension. And then we want to reflect on the other songs that talk about basically raising the garden of the timeline of God inside us again, the return. So let's listen to The Garden We Left Behind.
Long ago, in whispers told, a garden lush with green and gold. The stars hung low, they seemed to glow, a cradle for a tale we knew. But shadows fell where light once danced, a choice was made by fleeting hands. We fell from grace, so how we fell. The echoes ring like a distant bell, but now we rise. The veil is torn, awake anew, where hope is born. The trees still hum a sacred tune beneath the watchful silver moon. Mystery lingers in the air of what was lost and left to care. Was it love or was it pride that set the world to divide? Can we mend what time has frayed, or walk the path the ancients laid? We fell from grace, so how we fell. The echoes ring like a distant bell, but now we rise. The veil is torn, awake anew, where hope is born. Awake anew, where hope is
Beautiful, beautiful song. It stirs up a lot of energy inside us. And when I listen to this song right now as a precious spirit soul on the ascension journey as a divine creative hero in these times, or if I listen multidimensionally with multidimensional ears to the song, right? It almost makes me like that my soul self says, the garden we left behind. I hear my soul saying, but did we? How can you leave something behind that's timeless and true, that has always been and that we never left? So it's like a multidimensional song where our human selves grieve the garden we left behind or that we feel left us. Our human selves carry that grief, but our soul selves know that's just the story of the density and the illusion that is falling away. We are reuniting and reconnecting with Eve and Adam in the garden. So I love this chorus. We fell from grace, oh how we fell. The echoes ring like a distant bell. But now we rise, the veil is torn. Awake anew where hope is born. It's our return. It's a song that initially speaks to our human grief and sadness and the trauma wounds that we carry. And then if you listen deeper, it's actually reminding us to remember. That's where the hope is born. The veil is tearing, it's disappearing. And the true timeline of God's original creation, the garden, is right there. It's right there. We're remembering. Okay, the next song is called Set Them Free.
Eve carries seeds wrapped in light, scars of stories twisted tight, garden whispers, ancient hues, a truth reborn in morning dew. Set them free, oh set them free. Adam and Eve in harmony. No more rules, no more chains. Let the truth wash away the stains. Men and women, hearts entwined, lost in tales the earth designed. Muddied rivers, shadowed streams, time to wake from broken dreams. Lift the veil, let it go. Let the roots of wisdom grow. Set them free, oh set them free. Adam and Eve in harmony. No more wounds, no more chains. Let the truth wash away the stains. Stars will guide, the garden sings. Healing flows on sacred wings. Past is dust, the future gleams. In their eyes, eternal beams.
I feel that's a song with it summoning us to set the Adam and Eves free inside us, right? We don't have to carry the burdens of the guilt, the regret, the shame, the blame. Oh, all the stories, all the energy directed at them as the scapegoats of this grand story. It will be interesting to uncover the deep divine truth in the Adam and Eve story, right? At some point in our lives at some point in history. There will be the beings who will journey somehow through time and recover the true truth of the garden. Right now, I feel like we're called in this ascension journey as divine creative heroes. We have the soul skills to set ourselves free, to not carry the burdens of the story in the way that it's been sold and told to us, like so many other stories we've been given about ourselves as sinners, where we've gotten tangled in all the stories of sin and all the other things. We are here as divine creative beings, here to experience our soul light in form. And so when we're back in the garden, where we're united and unified with Source and the Great Mother in the true timeline of God, right? There's only ever been oneness. There's only ever been abundance and joy in that divine dimensional realm of the true creation. So we're resetting ourselves. And who has to set us free? We set ourselves free. We light our own candles with God, with Source, with the Great Mother breathing in us, with the garden in us. But if we've walked ourselves into the story of the fall from grace, we walk or vibrate into higher octaves to set ourselves free and walk ourselves back to the garden. Okay, this song is very powerful. It's called Eve the Knower.
The serpent whispered low in the shade, a hiss like wind, a truth half laid. Eve stood still, her breath untamed. What if she saw the light through the light? What if she knew the cost still reached her? Keeper of flame, not the fallen.
powerful, isn't it? We're really being summoned, in my opinion, in my experience, to rethink, refeel, re-know, and remember the truth of our stories, the truth of our origins. It's gone unquestioned. Yes, there have been scholars seeking, but some of the people who've been the scholars seeking who gave us their research were also influenced or impacted either by what the serpent wanted them to know or they chose to know in service to the serpent. I'm not saying every seeker is like that. I'm just saying we have some jaded perspectives. We have some unclear perspectives of what was their frame of reference when they were seeking. What were they seeking to know, and from which place inside them were they seeking to know? Were they seeking to know the truth of the garden, or were they serving something else? And so when I seek Eve, when I seek to know the truth of the garden, I'm seeking to know as the knower of gnosis, the knower that knows things through dimensions, the multidimensional soul self that I am, seeking to know the multidimensional truth, the absolute truth of the garden. I'm still in process. I will be talking about these things in the subscription on Substack because it'll be easier to have a community there and to grow these messages, these potentials, these discoveries, and this exploration there. But I'll say about this song, Eve the Knower, I feel Eve. As I feel her, I'm knowing her. I'm remembering her. I wonder if you can feel this. You can see this journey. You'll see it in the songs, but you'll see the journey I went on in the month of August preparing for September. I don't usually prepare as long as I did, but I've been preparing since the Lionsgate portal in August until now. There have been messages after messages after messages coming through for this September. It makes me feel, I sense that September is a very powerful month of shift. September is a very powerful month, possibly of perspective shifts on other things that need exposure, disclosure, whatever that's going to be. But Eve the knower, remember the great mother, the grandmother, Mother Earth, the great mother, right, of all creation, the great mother is the divine feminine, and the divine feminine knows all things in all time. So Eve the knower mirrors to us the knower in us that knows all things. So whatever Eve faced in the garden, I know that even though the story goes that she was an innocent, and she may have been an innocent, but whatever this journey is, remember Eve is the divine feminine connected to the great mother, right? She's the embodier of the great divine feminine frequencies of the Sophia codes. So somehow this story is more perfect than we have been led to believe. Somehow, in my view, I think there's more to uncover there, and I'm going to keep exploring it. And if you're interested in exploring it, stick with me and we're going to keep doing that. So I just want to read a few of these lyrics and then we'll move on to the next song. What if she saw the light through the lie? The knower. What if the knower already saw the light through the lie? Maybe it was transparent to her. Maybe in this timeline it was a script that needed to play out. But Eve may not have been deceived, unknowingly. I believe Eve is the knower, at least in some timelines. Who knows exactly what happened in this particular timeline that we're in? What if she saw the light in the lie? What if she knew the cost and still reached high? What if she gave us the fire to rise after the whole cycle? What if she gave us the fire to rise? What if the fall was the birth of the skies, the grand new birth, the grand awakening, the great awakening that's happening now, that in all time she knew as the knower that we would be here now? And then the chorus is Eve the knower, the keeper of flame, not the fallen, not the blamed. She walked the line, she broke the chain, Eve the knower, not the shame. Again, I know everybody probably has their different lenses and perspectives and experiences of the garden story, of our beginnings, of what we think we know that we know. I am simply saying, I think it needs more explanation. I'm simply saying, I think it warrants further exploration. To explore it, in my view, I think we need to see Eve multidimensionally, Eve interdimensionally, Eve as the knower connected with the divine feminine, daughter of the great mother, birthed from the great mother, from creation itself. Eve, the knower, tapped into the knowing across dimensions. There's a bigger story here. There's a bigger story here. I don't know what it is, but I'm definitely exploring it. So thank you for listening. It's a powerful song, Eve the Knower. Okay, the next song is Safe to Be Me. Now, when we haven't felt safe since we left the garden, these next two songs are singing about this return to feeling safe inside ourselves again. That was a seed that I had been missing and overlooking, or that was elusive to me until just this last few weeks. And I wonder if this is something that's accessible to you, maybe in some of these discussions, some of these inspirations, some of this summoning to explore further. If you haven't felt safe, if your root chakra still feels compromised, still feels ungrounded, still feels fearful and in scarcity and lack, listen to these songs. They're speaking to the soul, the garden seed in you that remembers.
I am safe to be me, a flame that dances endlessly. The mirror shows my history, but I rewrite the story free. The stars align in quiet grace. I feel the warmth of my own space. My soul has always been safe in every shadow, every place. God empowers me to give. My gifts are why I live. I remember how to breathe. I am sovereign, I am free. The wind whispers my name. The mountains call but never blame. I hold the sky within my frame. A heart on fire, not a game. The sun, it rises just for me and sets me loose so I can see. My soul has always been safe in every shadow, every place.
Can you feel that? Can you feel this soul song singing to what you know, what you remember? Wow. How about this with the chorus? The sun, it rises just for me and sets me loose so I can see. I think that's the ascension frequency, right? That ascension sun is rising just for you and your own awakening. It's setting you loose so you can see. Clear soul sight in this ascension decade. What are we recovering? What are we remembering? My soul has always been safe in every shadow, every place. God empowers me to give. My gifts are why I live. I remember how to breathe. I am sovereign. I am free. We have always been safe. We have always been sovereign. We have always been free. We have always been God's pure and perfect child of the divine. We're just remembering. We're having to rise up and set ourselves free from underneath of all these stories that really aren't the truth of you and me, and maybe not be the full truth of Adam and Eve. Time will tell, but it's something I'm willing to keep exploring, and I invite you to explore it with me as well. Most of all, right now, I feel like it's so important as we are on the cusp of September right now when I'm making this video. It's important we are tapping into this energy and this frequency of being safe in the storms, safe in the shifts, safe in this in-between times, safe in the revelation times. Your soul is safe now as the garden seed you are. The human self that you are may still be governed by that ego, but that's where we're working with the discernment. That's where we're working on with the divine creative heroes, literacies and masteries, and we're consciously choosing to embody the divine creative heroes traits and best aspects, summoning them inside ourselves. Okay, this next song is the last of kind of where you saw me, at least for now, journeying deep, deep, deep into that innermost cave, innermost place inside myself where I wasn't feeling safe, where I have not felt safe, where I felt justified in my own soul's data through time of when I haven't been safe. I remembered, I am safe. You are safe. Your soul has always been safe, just like me. Let's have a listen.
I am safe in the storm. I am whole where I'm torn. Every breath is a song. I belong. I am safe, I am whole. I am life, I am gold. I am blessed, I am free. I am everything I need. My soul remembers the sky, a garden where dreams never die. From the roots, blessings rise. I am safe, I am whole. I am life, I am gold. I am blessed, I am free. I am everything I need. Flowing rivers, endless streams. eternal dreams, I am grateful. I am seen. I am safe, I am whole. I am life, I am gold. I am blessed, I am free. I am everything I need.
Beautiful, isn't it? Can you allow the possibility that you are safe in this garden way? That you have always been safe? How about these lyrics? I am safe, I am whole. I am life, I am gold. I am blessed, I am free. I am everything I need. That's us. We have always had everything within us. These Christ Sophia codes of light and inspirations that inspired Adam and Eve in the garden. Adam and Eve are physical expressions of the Christ Sophia codes that we are, that the blueprint of creation is. It's all there inside us. We've had it the whole time. There are truths in the sacred texts, yes. There are also some distortions, and we have to learn to discern the distortions that could have happened because there were incomplete stories. There may be chapters missing that explain a whole lot of things that were edited out. I know about editing. I'm a writer. I know about creation. I'm a creative. Somehow I know some of the games of the stories we've been given. We've been given so many, there's too many to even name. We're going to talk about some of the distortions of other biblical characters, other human characters in history that may have been a scapegoat, may have been misdepicted, misdescribed, slandered, scapegoated, killed, right? For who they are, what they stood for, and then their identity and reputations were slandered and raked through the mud, so to speak. I'm not trying to clear transgressions and things that people have done. What I want to be a voice of is we scapegoat people. This society, since the serpent days in the garden, picks a scapegoat and then tells a story. And if they tell it long enough, loud enough, repeatedly enough, it becomes the only truth that people remember. I don't know fully yet the truth of Adam and Eve and the garden, but I believe there's some missing information. There may be some tarnished information. There may be some tainted information we have because we have an incomplete picture. There's an incomplete picture of you not being safe, of you not being loved and known and seen and cherished in the garden. You are safe. You are blessed. You are free. You are sovereign. We just need to remember back to the original garden, to the original story of us, beyond the narratives we've been given about ourselves as souls through many, many lifetimes, that has become the only truth about our wounded selves, that at the end of the day, deep in our core root chakras, that's what our egos remember. That Humpty Dumpty inside us that's trying to keep us safe. But you can't keep Humpty Dumpty safe enough. You can't patch Humpty Dumpty enough. We have to remember beyond the illusory stories of us. We have to remember the true story of us. And in the true story of us, we are safe. We have 7 songs remaining. Okay, the next song is The Garden of Freedom. You're going to see the lilt of the songs take a new direction now, because I journeyed in the high space of the season of remembrance and the Great Awakening and the Rise and Shine in the last several weeks since the 8/8 Lionsgate. Then I went deep down into the womb of creation and I visited with Eve. I visited with what wasn't safe inside me, and I remembered my eternal safety and security and abundance. My soul light in the garden. Now you're going to see in these next few songs, you're going to see that garden of freedom returning.
You heard the whisper in the stormy night, a quiet echo, a guiding light. Through tangled paths, you carved your way. Now here you stand, the dawn of day. Welcome to the garden of freedom, where you bloom, where you shine, where you lead them. You listen, you rose, you follow the crumbs. Divine creative hero, your time has Your time has The stars above, they wink at you. They knew the moment your heart broke through. Every step, a seed you sowed. Now the world blooms from the love you show. Rise and dance, let the rhythm flow. This is your story, the world will know. Welcome to the garden of freedom, where you bloom, where you shine, where you lead them. You listen, you rose, you follow the crumbs. Divine creative hero, your time has Your time has Every tear, every laugh, every fall, every climb led you here to the sacred time. A symphony of you, a masterpiece alive. In this garden, you thrive, you
How about that one? The Garden of Freedom. Let's hear this chorus again. Welcome to the Garden of Freedom. That is for us. That is our garden. Where you bloom, where you shine, where you lead them. You listened, you rose, you followed the crumbs, the breadcrumbs that were yours, that were meant for you. You followed those breadcrumbs. Divine creative hero, your time has come. And then this is so important. Every tear, every laugh, every fall, every climb led you here to this sacred time, a symphony of you, a masterpiece alive. That's you. In this garden, you thrive. You thrive. You've always thrived. We are returning to the garden. It's remembrance, and this is a season of remembrance. Okay, we're going to listen to the next song, which is Wings of the New Age.
sky ain't falling, it's just a test. The fire inside you burns the rest. A spark of flame, a wildfire's roar. It's time to rise, can't wait no more. Reactivity's a cage of the old earth. Creativity gives birth to our rebirth. Wings to fly, wings to soar into the new age forevermore. The mirror whispers, you're enough. Through cracks and chaos grows the tough. Paint your story in colors untamed. No chains, no fear, no need for blame. The wind, it hums your name, a call to break the cycle's frame. Reactivity's the cage of the old earth. Creativity gives birth to our rebirth. Wings to fly, wings to soar into the new age forevermore. A hero's path ain't paved with gold. It's forged in fire, it's raw, it's bold. Divine creation's not a race, it's a dance, it's love, it's grace. Reactivity's the cage of the old earth. Creativity, baby, gives birth to our rebirth. Wings to fly, wings to soar into the new age
Beautiful song, Wings of the New Age. Just feel that title, Wings of the New Age. Your garden remembrance, this season of remembrance, absolutely unfurls those wings. So I love this chorus. Reactivity's the cage of the old earth. It certainly is. Creativity gives birth to our rebirth. Wings to fly, wings to soar into the new age forevermore. We are going into this new age and at the same time, the return to the original timeline. Woo! It's just so incredible. Again, we are making history. We are living history. It's us. We're the truth tellers. We're the divine creative heroes, bringing light to the darkness, raising the absolute truth of God and the Great Mother in this Ascension decade. The next song is Garden Seeds to Freedom.
Our hands in the soil where the magic begins. New prana flows in. It hums on our skin. Eve is calling, whispering through the wind. She is calling. She is calling.
the garden seeds to freedom, we are summoning ourselves back to the garden. It's the light in us that knows. We are the knowers. Eve, the knower, is inside us, right? Adam, the blueprint, is inside us. The knower and the blueprint lead us home. We are the garden seeds leading us back to freedom, to sovereignty. We are free. So let's listen to the chorus here just for a minute. She is calling. Who? Eve. She is calling all dreamers, all believers, garden seeds to freedom. We are rising. We're rising. Through every shadow, through every fight, we carry the spark. We carry the light. Together we weave. Together we grow. The garden of freedom, the world will sow. It's the world we know, right? We're reseeding the garden we know, right? That divine feminine inside us knew this moment when the garden games began and we fell from grace. So the story goes. If that's what played out, and we'll keep exploring, we knew this moment in time, which is a parallel time to the original time, would come. Right? It's the grand return. It's such a beautiful celebration, even though we're going to see all the 3D structures and systems, all the lies and deceptions be shaken. That's not going to feel super comfortable to our human selves, which is why we want to be guided and led from within by our garden sparks, our garden seeds, the Eve within us that knows what we know. Beautiful song. 4 more songs. The next one is God, Patriots, Rising.
We march on the echo of ancient cries, feet on the earth, hearts in the skies. The stars whisper secrets of what's to be, God's plan unfolding in you and me. We are God Patriots, rising, shining, rebuilding dreams. The stars aligning. Truth is our banner, faith is our flame. We are the ones who remember the name. The winds carry songs of the bold and free. Their voices live on in our destiny. The great reawakening, it starts today. Resetting the blueprint, we pave the way. Hands to the heavens, we lift the light. Shadows are breaking, gone is the night.
I love that. God's great creation is marching on. God, Patriots rising. So powerful. We are God, Patriots rising, shining, rebuilding dreams, the stars aligning. Truth is our banner. Faith is our flame. We are the ones who remember the name, the energy, the essence of God, the essence of the great mother, Mother Eve, right? Father Adam. So important. So important that we're remembering this. This isn't political. This doesn't have agendas. We are timeless God patriots rising. Feel the power in that song, right? It's an anthem. It's an ascension anthem for these times. Okay, here's a second version of A Season of Remembrance. Let's have a listen.
Breathe in the morning, soft and new. Feel the light, it's breaking through. Whispers of Eden in the dew. Breathe in and know the light of the garden. Breathe in and see started. Eve is seeding, roots uncharted. Home is calling, hearts unguarded. The sky is wide, the soil is deep. Dreams are planted while we sleep. Every step a promise we keep. This decade of rising, a time to mend. A season of love where truth's ascend. Breathe in and know the light of the garden. Breathe in and see the path we've started.
Okay, another beautiful call to remember in the season of remembrance, right? Breathe in and know the light of the garden. Breathe in and see the path we've started. Eve is seeding, roots uncharted, home is calling, hearts unguarded. Open, right? We have to be open and allowing the remembrance, the absolute truth, whatever that is, the capital T, to find us, to be known through us again. Beautiful. Okay, two more songs. I love this version of The Great Awakening. Very powerful. One to revisit.
The veil is thin, the echoes call, shadows crumble, walls will fall. Truth's a whisper, truth's a roar. The silence can't hold anymore. A spark ignites in every chest. Rise now, heroes past the test. The great awakening is here. Illusion shattered, crystal clear. Courage burning, faith is bright. We came for this, we own the night. We came for this, we own the night. Mountains bow, the skies ignite. Every wrong will face the light. No hiding, no retreat. Feel the rhythm, hearts will beat. Rise, 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 divine and free. Rise, 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 it's destiny. We're the makers, the dreamers, the fire untamed. History's waiting to scream our name. The great awakening is here. Illusion shattered, crystal clear. Courage burning, faith is bright. We came for this, we own the night. We came for this, we own the night. We came for this, we own the
Okay, I love this song. A spark ignites in every chest. Rise now, here, pass the test. The great awakening is here. Illusion, shadow, crystal clear. Now it's crystal clear. It wasn't crystal clear before, but in this ascension decade, it's becoming transparent, right? Okay, courage burning, faith is bright. We came for this. We own the night. We own the darkness. The light is blasting through the darkness. This is this time. You came for this time. I came for this time. It's the time of the Great Awakening. Okay, and the last song is Today's Garden Seeds. That's us. Let's have a listen.
We climb the mountains high and steep, our hearts held steady. The cliffs ran deep through winds that screamed in skies that wept every promise made, everyone we kept. Today's garden seeds, they're calling to me. Songs of the earth, roots in eternity, returning to weave. Her light leads us home. Together we rise. We're never we swam the depths where shadows crawl in the silent blue. We felt it all through joy and sorrow, through time we ran. Each step, each breath, a part of the plan. Hands in the soil, hearts in the sky. What blooms from the ashes will never die. Today's garden seeds, they're calling to me. Songs of the earth, roots in eternity, returning to weave. Her light leads us home. Together we rise. We're never alone. Every tear, a river flows. Every scar, a story grows. Her voice like dawn, it breaks the stone. We are the seeds we've always known. We've always known. You always know.
What a powerful song to close out this song session with you. Today's garden seeds, they're calling to me. Songs of the earth, roots in eternity. Returning to Eve, her light leads us home. Together we rise. We've never been alone. We've never been separated. Your soul self has always been safe, always known oneness with God. It's only the version of us here under the lifetimes long tutelage of our ego, the Humpty Dumpty fractured self inside us that has had to fight, flight, or freeze in the serpent's matrix and only knows many of those broken pieces. It does not remember the garden or you as a garden seed today. So let's remember and be the knowers like Eve the knower today, right? Let's know ourselves as the garden seeds returning to freedom and sovereignty. So powerful. It's a journey that we're on. It's a blessing that you're here. I'm grateful you stayed till the end. And I'm just going to invite you to join my Substack page if you aren't already a subscriber there. You can use, as I said, thefrequencywriter.com, or you can use the frequencywriter.substack.com domain. And my messages will be posted there, past, present, and future. And I invite you to join me there and subscribe. And I also invite you to join my paid subscription on Substack. We're just getting started. I plan to delve deeper and explore the truth of Eve, Adam, and the garden, emerging potentials of Eve's messages for us now today, with often a multidimensional view on those perspectives. Stages and aspects of the divine creative heroes and heroines' journey. We'll dive deeper into those in that subscription, and creativity and creative expression as divine lifelines and prana in these shifting times, navigating change in ascension times, and more. So if any or all of that resonates with you, I invite you to come over and join the paid subscription. If you're not already a free subscriber, you should subscribe to my Substack page, and then I believe you'll also be prompted to pledge support or join the paid subscription there. I'm learning as I go, so if you encounter that and have questions, let me know. You can subscribe to me at Color the Magic on YouTube. You can find me at wholesoulschoolandfoundation.org. There's many beautiful podcasts in the archives there of me hosting those podcasts and my co-founder hosting those podcasts and other guests sharing their stories in the hero's journey, largely based on the work of Joseph Campbell at the time. So you can find some gems there. And you can find me on Rumble and X.com, True Social, and Telegram, and also on your favorite audio streaming platforms like Spotify and iTunes. And please subscribe. Please share this video with others who might benefit from these messages. And remember that in September 2025, and as we round this corner of the last quarter of the year, there are these themes of big changes ahead, big changes unfolding now, personally, collectively, politically, financially, monetarily, spiritually, and more. We talked about that in the big picture review. I currently have a few openings for a few people interested in life coaching with me. If you have interest and you resonate, please email me at frequencywriter@gmail.com and let's connect. I'd love to talk with you. I will also continue to offer empowering messages throughout each month on Substack for both free and paid subscribers, so more inspiration can be found there too as we ride these potent ascension waves together. And I want to thank you for visiting with me today until the end. So I just wanted to show you two last slides real quick. That's what my Substack website looks like. You'll see my Frequency Writer colors and name there. And then you'll see my Color the Magic songs. You can scroll down through the archives. You'll see titles that probably look familiar to you. And then also, of course, on Color the Magic on YouTube, I would change that to Frequency Writer, but I've been Color the Magic there for so long. I'm just going to stick with that. So you can find me in both places and, of course, on other platforms. So thank you for visiting with me today until the end. And I appreciate you connecting with me. And hopefully we'll get a chat going on Substack. I need to figure out how to do that. I'm going to be doing that soon. There are various ways that we can be surfing and rising in these ascension frequencies together as divine creative heroes, empowering creativity together and returning to the garden. I'll see you soon. Blessings, everyone.